Bolivia is cutting ties with capitalism because the Mayan calendar predicts that the end of the world or the end of capitalism will happen on December 21st, 2012.
And they say, so, in preparation for that, we are cutting our ties with Coca-Cola. Coke must be like, what? Like, wait a minute. First of all, if capitalism is going to end, just let it end. Well, why are you picking on us ahead of time? Apparently it's supposed to happen in December. Second of all, why not Pepsi?
Yeah, why Coca-Cola? Why a soda? Why couldn't it be anything else, like any other type of American item that they have there? And that's why I kind of want to get Dave into it, because I'm wondering, is Coca-Cola the only like Western thing that they have there that they want to get rid of?
No. Now, so Dave Koller had actually lived in Bolivia, longtime EP of the Young Turks as well, and boy, he is ready to go here. He's got
both barrels, guns loaded.
Go, Dave Koller.
Well, there's so many angles here. I'd love to take the angle where I make fun of the two of you, but that angle doesn't exist. So first of all, this minister's name who made this quote, his name is David Choquehuanca, which would be choke your wanker to you and me.
Both barrels, guns loaded.
Capitalism, I wouldn't say, in my opinion, capitalism wasn't invented. It's a fact of human civilization, but it was conceived by Adam Smith in like the 1700s, and the Mayan civilization started to fade out around 900 AD and was gone a couple hundred years later. So how could the Mayans have predicted the end of something that didn't even get born before it went extinct?
Well, you know what, Dave? I got to hand it to you. I did not think of that. You're absolutely right. They're like, okay, and then in 1776, Adam Smith is going to write The Wealth of Nations. And then later in 2012, it's going to go extinct. It's the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
Now, but what's really going on is Coca-Cola, you know, it's, along with McDonald's, one of the most American symbols, symbol of capitalism, and symbol of terrible diet. Bolivia is actually a representation of how the future of all civilizations should live. Indigenous, local culture, not consumed by globalization and corporate culture. And they want to get rid of Coca-Cola and McDonald's and just drink their local drink, which is mentioned in the article here. It's some sort of peach-flavored drink, moco chinche.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't moco mean booger?
Yes.
Fail number 3 for the Bolivians. All right, Dave, I thought you were going to defend the Bolivians.
No, I do defend it. I think it's a good idea to get rid of this stuff.
Oh, you do? Okay.
But the fact that now, going away from face value, this story isn't true.
Oh, really?
They're not going to eradicate Coca-Cola from the country. They're using it as a symbol. They would like Bolivia to preserve its local indigenous culture, not have so much Coca-Cola and McDonald's.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on here. when you don't know who the sucker is.
All right, Dave, keep going. So didn't at one point Evo Morales push for Coca-Cola, but cola spelled with 2 L's? I mean, is that really making an anti-capitalist stance, or is that just ripping off Coca-Cola?
It's a little of both, but cola, C-O-L-L-A, is a very Bolivian word.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What does that mean? Why is that a really Bolivian
Dave,
word?
You're letting me down here. That's not a Bolivian word. Just because they added an L to it.
No. It's Coca-Cola.
But cola is a Bolivian. I think it describes. I forget what it means, but it's a Bolivian. I think it's those little old ladies with the bowler hats.
There's no way that's true.
No, I think it is. We can look it up.
You know what it means in Bolivian? It means Coke.
No. This choke your wanker guy, a while back, there's this Peruvian and Andean plant, which is some sort of cross between a potato and spinach. And he was saying if you eat this, it will replace Viagra.
Yeah, I remember that.
He comes up with these crazy things. It's not that outrageous. He's not trying to banish Coca-Cola from the country, although they would like to. But they'd like it to happen naturally. They're not going to do it by dictate.
Okay.
And
By the way, this story had so many absurdities that we just went past the line about how there's a plant that's a combination of potato and spinach. No mas. No mas.